I'll get started for those of you who are on time as usual. Appreciate you being here. So let me just kick it off. Today is the 21st of November, and there's going to be an announcement today at 5 o'clock or whatever. What time? Oh, for golds, I think they're doing something at 2, but at tonight's 8 o'clock call, there's going to be a major announcement from corporate, and but I'm going to let you in on it right now. So what's going on? So I get to be the first person to break it to some of you, and for some of the golds, you're going to get to see it even sooner. If you're watching this on the recording, you probably already heard about it. But what corporate just announced, we had a call a couple days ago with just a very select few leaders. I think there was only about 20 to 25 people, maybe not even that many, 25 rooms on a call, going over what Joe Urso's heart is for the company. And, you know, Joe really wants this company to thrive and to grow and to prosper, and not just the company, but he really wants us to do it. And so he's committing now to give over $1 million worth of nutraceuticals away for free. Okay. So, you know, basically for free. I mean, think about this, 100% free, you know, $1 million. Okay. Why is he doing that? Is he doing that for himself? No. And listen, no shipping, no tax, and no cancellation fee. All right. So if the person cancels their subscribe and save, you know, on the very next month, they're basically, what they're going to do is that's it. They just ate it. So they just sent you a bottle of Essentials for Life or whatever program you chose to go with for free, 100% free, guys, free. And Mike's whole heart was, he said, Christina, please. You can do that later. I had a call with Mike Jackson a couple of days ago, and my wife should join a band. I think she likes playing drums or something. But anyway, with Mike Jackson a couple of days ago, and he said that, you know, after 9/11, he said the company was really upset, like there was a major upset, right? Because obviously he said that he was on a major tour of the country, the company was growing, and then 9/11 happened, the whole world stopped. And he goes, they took a step back, and they said at the time it was like $30 to join the business. And they say, hey, look, let's just make it free. Let's just make it 100% free to join. And he said, like, I can't remember the numbers. It was like 20,000 people joined the business. And he said what he saw is there was a lot of duds. There's a lot of people who never did anything. They just joined for free, never did anything, which is what happens with free enrollment. I've seen that happen before. But he said out of that, they saw a 10% increase in the growth of the business on a monthly basis. So every month they saw a 10%, 10%, 10%, which is exponentially growing the company. So they loved it. And then obviously, you know, the last 3 years have been a resurgence of Vollara, because if we went back in the history books to pre-pandemic numbers, the company was just kind of there, right? So, you know, you understand the way the structure of this business works. You have the franchise model, right, which is the heiress side of our business, where people literally have to pay for a franchise. They have territories, they need to have storefronts, they have all these things that they have to do. Hey, Jesus is here. Jesus. But anyway, so they have all these like parameters, right, that they have to fill. And then there's our side of the business where, hey, we're the networking side. We're the network marketing / direct sales model. And it's not really a network marketing business, right? Because if you study our comp plan, you can build a massive income with Vollara and never ever sign a single person. Okay. Or you can go sign up like we did. I mean, I've probably put 70, 80 people in my business, or 90 people, and it's turned into 1,800, 1,900 people. So you can go either way, or you could do a combination of both, right? So we're on that side of the model. But as of pre-pandemic numbers, nothing was lighting the world on fire, right? Company does good. They have government contracts, they have schools, they have hospitals, they've done research and studies and all these different things. So it's not like the company wasn't, you know, booming, right? It was but what happened was is like nitrous oxide hit the system with COVID and exploded our numbers, right? So now the nitrous needs another boost because it's obviously waning, right? Because the pandemic, and you know, I don't want to get political, but it is political, right? We're coming up on a, you know, we had a midterms, and you know, they can't be too crazy with COVID right now because then they'll look like Nazis for locking us down, and so obviously things have loosened up, and it's probably going to tighten back down again. If you watch into the winter months, especially now up north with the snow hitting, some areas got 70 some inches of snow. People are going to be locked in. You're going to see resurgences. And what they're saying is it's not just COVID-19, it's COVID-19, influenza A. There's like three things that, and then whatever the kids are getting, like, so there's, and then of course there's a bunch of people just dying unexpectedly, right? That probably has nothing to do with all the shots they've taken, but that's a whole other story. But anyways, so they're going to ramp it back up again. But in the meantime, Joe's sitting there going like, hey, you know what? We have this massive group of people who've just joined our business in the last 3 years. I mean, just think about my team. 3 years ago, December of 2020, December 13th or whatever day I joined on, there was just me. That's it. Just me and my wife. That's it. And fast forward to 2022, we're coming up on our second anniversary. There's almost 2,000 people. So we went from 1 to 2,000. So what happened is we focused so much on air in the beginning. You know, hey man, we have a pandemic, we have a solution to the pollution. We're gonna make the air clean. You know, we're gonna attack this thing on a micro, you know, whatever level. And what I saw I would say about a year into it is that air was just one area to focus on with this company. It's so broad, right? I mean, we have air, water, laundry, nutrition, steady power. I mean, they had that heater that came out like for 2 weeks, right? You know, we got the heater, it's gone now. But I saw so much opportunity early on that say if I start December, come August, right when we hit Platinum 5, I had already changed my marketing strategy to the Pro Pack. I left the 5-pack. I left the 3-pack. I very rarely sign somebody in my business on a 3 and 5-pack. And I shifted into the Pro Pack because I saw the big picture early. I said, man, this is going to be the long-term play, making people products of the product. And then what I also saw, because, you know, we were just in Vail. And when we were in Vail in September, we were there with Eris and Vollara. Okay, so I got to see how Eris works. And those guys are like, they're old school corporate structure. They buy very expensive franchises. They carry lots of inventory. They do trade shows. They work with HVAC companies. They have a different way of growing their business, right? And then here we were. We're like the free, you know, we're just doing what we feel like doing when we feel like doing it. It doesn't cost anything to do the business. So I'm looking at this group of people, and I'm realizing the one component that separates us vastly. I'm talking like as far as the East is to the West between Eris and Vollara is our ability to bring business partners into our life, right? So when I bring on a business partner, when I signed Kim, you know, so-and-so who signed so-and-so who signed so, Kim's like on our 25th level or something, right? So you're way down there. But if it wasn't for me casting the net to one person, right? If it wasn't for me to cast in that net to somebody who cast it to somebody, Kim doesn't come into my team and open up major deals and opportunities. Right? Same with Carolyn and same with Jesus. I don't think anybody on this call, except really, I could say right now, I don't think any of you are my first level. Okay, so I'm looking through the call, none of you. Okay, nobody on here is a first level to me. There's somebody between me and you. My first level guys probably, you know, who knows what they're doing right now, working at Wendy's or something. So you guys were the ones that came up out of that. So corporate saw that, okay? They see this opportunity because of the networking side. They also see that there's not too many people in this corporation who get it the way we got it. There's not too many people who get it. There's still this old school, old guard who says, hey, the only way to grow this business is to do trade shows, to become a carnival guy where you go from carnival to carnival, show to show, event to event, and you push systems and you sell them for $14.99 or $1,200. And if you're going to do HHSs, you're not going to recruit at them. All you're going to do is sell wholesale, retail. And there's still that old guard of people that's all that they ever want to do. Okay. And then there's us. And I've seen this thing from the very beginning. I was like, listen, the team building aspect of this business is the gold mine. It's a long-term play, guys. It's not the instant get rich quick deal. Okay. It's a longer burn because you know why? Because you're dealing with people. Okay. We always say it's like herding cats. Nobody on my team is on my salary. Nobody's on my payroll. I can't call you and say, hey, have you made calls today? Have you signed anybody up today? I can't do that. Okay. So what you have to remember is that I don't have any control over you at all. You're an independent contractor. You get a 1099. You need to learn to be self-motivated and grow your own team at your own pace, right? But that's why I say it's a long-term play. If I went out and did sales, I could say, man, I'm setting a schedule. I'm working today from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm going to make 150 phone calls. I'm going to book 4 trade shows. I'm going to do 2 craft shows this week. I'm going to call 19 nursing homes. I'm going to call 5 hospitals. I'm going to set up appointments and do. So I could run my business that way. That's a fast money-making way, right? Because think about it. If I needed, like we were joking around, I was with a guy the other day, we're talking about buying houses. And I said, yeah, some of these houses, the mortgage is like $3,500 a month or 4,000, crazy numbers. He's like, well, Mark, that's only 4 machines. Like you can go out, you can literally go door to door and sell 4 machines and make your mortgage payment every month. That's what we have our hands on, right? Is the ability to literally go out, sell 4 machines, make your money, right? Or build a big, massive team. So anyways, I'm saying all that to say what's coming tonight from corporate is so big because this is going to be like taking gasoline and dumping it onto your fire. Okay. But I'm going to give you guys all a homework project to do. And if you're really serious about growing your business, you're going to do it. Okay. And I mean, like really, really serious about growing your business, guys. I'm not asking you to do a business where there's this commitment of X dollars a month. No. It's not the case. Fact is, the corporate office is saying, listen, I will give you your first month's free subscription and allow you to cancel it. What's the point then? Like, what's the point in getting somebody in if they're just going to cancel? It's because when they come in, you have access to their entire network. You have access to their full network. Okay, so what's the big announcement? What's coming tonight at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever time the call is, right? What Joe Urso decided to do is he said that for any one of you, whether it's Jesus or Mena or Zach or Amanda or Joy, whoever, if you sign 10 people for free, the corporate office for free, guys, on the sheet of paper for free. Okay, in other words, like you can go in and do risk-free option all day long. But unless they sign up for that free month's subscribe and save, it's not going to count. So what I do is I go in and I get you signed up first. Then I'll say, okay, now print this form. And I'm going to go over how to do it all in a minute. But if you print out this form, then fill it out, email it into corporate. And on there, you just cross out the new sign up, put just sign risk-free. Here's my ID number. Okay. This way corporate can just log into your ID number, set up your subscription, and then that's it. If you do 10 of those, the corporate office is going to give you a free Air and Surface Pro. I mean, it's like a mind-blowing. I mean, literally, okay, so they're going to give away 10 subscriptions to people who have 0 skin in the game. Yeah, that's right. So 10, and then on top of that, they're giving you an Air and Surface Pro, and it goes to anybody on your team. So now if Amanda, if you said to the person you just signed, here's the deal, between now and the end of the year, this is your project. This is what I want you to do. I don't care if these people ever do anything, period. We're trying to boost the numbers with fresh blood, fresh life, fresh perspective, this post-pandemic. You understand? What happened is on the pandemic side of things, people got kind of lazy because it was too easy, right? So people got lazy because it was so easy. It's just like, man, you don't do nothing. You just throw the net. People join them 5-packs, 3-packs, whole house packs, and we all got lazy on it. So fresh people coming in, they don't have that experience of the wildfire season, the last 3. They don't have any of that. So what they're going to look at is new perspective in your business. How do I grow my business from this post-pandemic world? Like, what does it look like now? How do you hit people? How do you sell to people? What products are you focused on? Are we just going to focus on air? Are we doing whole house protection, right? And listen, it's not just limited to 3 free people. Have people join. Hey, we just did a HHS, virtual HHS for Jamie Stutzman in Ohio. She had a bunch of people on the call. And I think so far 1 person joined with a whole house protection. And there's supposedly somebody else is looking to do it today or tomorrow. Okay. So imagine that. You know, I don't know what she's done up till to today, right? If she's ever signed anybody, I don't know. But we did HHS, the person joined. Now, if that person signs the paperwork, which I believe that she did, to get her free subscribe and save, not only does Jamie make $400, but now she gets one of her 10 to get a free Air and Surface Pro on top of that. And it doesn't include all the other free stuff the company's giving away when you sign people who get points. There's a whole other thing where they're giving away mobile units, ASPs, laundries. The company's basically, they're going to outfit you with everything that you need to run your business. So in reality, I could say, hey, Lisa, here's the deal. You go out, you sign 10 people up. Now they're going to get, like, Mark, I really want to get an Air Service Pro, but I can't afford it. Okay, no problem. Do you know 10 people who have a pulse, who have a credit card number, who would be willing to go on there and sign this thing to get a free month subscription and even cancel next month? I can care less. Because if they do, now I'm going to get an Air Service Pro that I really want, but I can't afford it. That's like a $1,500 value, retail value. So, hey, look, you know what I'm going to do with my free Air Service Pro? I'm going to sell it. Okay. And I'm going to sell it. I'm going to get a free one, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to, in March, I got a trade show. I'm going to sell it. Okay. And I may even sell it before then, but that's going to be part of my inventory. Every free machine I've ever gotten from corporate, I've sold it, because that's a straight, I don't care if you sell it for $1,200, $800, $900, whatever. As long as you're not advertising your price. Some trade shows I was selling as low as $800 because of the competition. I had other people selling air cheaper. So, but sometimes I sold same show. Hey, sorry, it's $1,000 or it's $1,200. You know, this is it. If you want me to direct ship to you, this is, so that free machine that the company's willing to give you on top of everything else. Listen, you could say, Mark, I've already got Air and Service Pro. I joined on a pack. I got Air and Service Pro. I got water. I got laundry. The company's going to give me another one. What am I going to do with it? Sell it, right? Take your mobile unit and sell it. Give it away as a Christmas gift to somebody, a skeptic in your life. Somebody's like, I think that doesn't work. Okay, fine. Here, I'm going to bless you with this thing, right? But the deal is, if I give you, if I give you this, you're gonna host a healthy home show for me, right? Figure out the angle. There's always a way to make extra money, right? So look, here's the other thing too, is corporate wants to do something else, which they may reveal now or later, but they want to make the HHS into like a quick PowerPoint that you guys can walk people through. You don't even need to do that. And I even told Mike on the phone, I said, Mike, I said, I can do a PowerPoint, you can do a PowerPoint, but there's people who can't do it. Like, they just don't have because you have to be able to know what you're talking about to do a PowerPoint. You have to know. So what I did for Jamie was I did my 12-minute video. It's on YouTube. 12 minutes. It's just me and it's not even high quality. 12 minutes, me in my house. And then I did the close that I recorded at Pastor Eric's place, where I talk about the Pro Pack. And then Mike comes in and he does his little spiel, and Pastor Eric does his spiel. And that's it. 2 videos. Hey, can you do a virtual HHS? By literally getting people to come onto a Zoom and playing a 12-minute video that you didn't even have to make. I paid to make it. and then play a closing video. Everybody asked me when I made my original 12-minute video, they said, can you add on a close? Because we can't close like you can close. Well, it's there now, right? And so I could even put it on the group chat after this call. This is the 12-minute, this is the close. Can you push play on can you do power play, push power, push play, and invite people to a Zoom? And look, if you say, well, my Zoom only holds 10 people, or it's limited, I can't afford to buy the expensive Zoom, then just let me know. Like we'll do like I did for Jamie. We'll host from my Zoom channel. Okay. And then here's even what we could do is we could even record it, right? I don't like to record when there's other people on there because I'm going to be sharing it. And maybe you don't want to be on some Zoom that's going to be going to 50 million people or whatever. So, but for your own personal use, if I recorded it and sent it to you, then you could have that as a recording. It's okay, guys, I'm just going to play the recording of the Zoom recording of the Zoom. Okay. So it's like, I'm trying to make this thing a no-brainer. So then when you're there, remember what I said before. I said, I'm going to give you guys a homework project because it's something that I think we all need to do is this. Go into your back office. Let me just see if I can get mine up. You cannot minimize when you're recording. Okay, I can't minimize. Let me just see if I can even do this. Screen share. If I've been on here recently, give me a second. Maybe I can go into this thing here. Let me do this. Let me go to here and let's go to Vollara. All right, what I'm doing is I'm just going to show you real quick of what I want you to do. All right, I'm just going to go into Vollara here. Just give me a second. Hopefully you can see it. Let me log in real fast. Okay. All right, so as soon as this thing logs in, I'm going to show you what your homework project is, if you're willing to do it. All right, if you guys are willing to do it. I think this is going to be a nice, easy one. Everybody should be able to do it. I like to get this bar out of the way. I guess I can't move it out of the way. All right, so down here on this links, subscribe and save and join. Okay, so let's pull this sheet up because this is what. I don't know how the heck to get rid of this thing. All right, well, I don't want to do that. Okay, so anyway, subscribe and save and join. If you look on here, this is what you need to get your free machine. You need 10 of these things filled out. So what I would suggest is get a folder and print 10 of them and just say that this is it. If you want to pray over them and say, okay, God, show me the 10 people to call, but I'm gonna have these 10 filled out by December the 15th or whatever. Okay, you set yourself a deadline. It says, okay, by December 15th, I'm bringing 10 new people into my business. All right. Then what you're going to see is you're going to see that exponential growth, right? You're going to see that exponential growth in your business, which I'm going to go over that in a minute. But look, where it says step one, now look, if you want to literally do the whole sign up process right through the sheet, you can do it. So all you need to do is you call a friend. Listen, my company has allotted me 10 free giveaways this month. I'm allowed to give away 10 positions in my business with the first month's free subscription. I just need some information from you. Now they're going to ask for your credit card information. Don't freak out. You can cancel at any time. Okay. And then I would go down through here and I'd say, okay, now let's see at the top, name, billing address, shipping address, same as billing address, email. Then you see how it says your birthday, username, password. Okay, if you sign them up risk-free, I would just maybe put like a slash through that, and then where it says it, and right above a birthday, just put like a note, like their ID number is this. Just join today, with a little thing, right? And then email that in. So this way corporate knows this is a brand new person that just joined your business and this is what they want to get. Okay. And then they have to go through and I would literally just do this on the phone with the person, right? Here's the deal. Now here it's going to ask for the signature. So you can do this. You can say, I'm going to email you this. I want you to print it, sign it, and then take a picture of it and email it into me and in customer service and go that route. Or if I'm sitting with them, I just turn the paper over and say, okay, I just need you to sign and date, click these boxes off. And then here's a quick description of your product. Now, I wouldn't print 10 of those if it's in a folder. I'd print one. Okay, so save yourself the paper, because then I could have one, maybe put a what do you do, laminate it or something like that, so it's all ready to roll for you. And you can also do this on the computer if you want. So you could just sit there with them and say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill this thing out. Because I think well, anyways, I think that I could actually set this thing up through where you can fill it out. I don't remember how, but all right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the share on that. So you see, if I have 10 of those set, and this is my goal, and I put on right on top of the folder a date that I want to have this completed by. I want this done by December the 15th, 2022, all 10, so that I get myself a free ASP for Christmas. Okay. And the company's going to give it to you. If you do your part, they'll do their part. So then what am I talking about exponential growth? Let me just see if I can do this real quick. Okay, give me a second. Just give me a second here. Okay, I'm going to go share with this. Now I'm going to go back into here. Let me go into this. Just hang with me here for a minute. I'm going to go to November of, okay, let me go way down here. Let me just pull this thing out. All right, let me just pull this up. Okay, let me hang on a second. Just hang with me here, because I want to go all the way back on here to December of 2020. Where's it at? December 2020 view. Okay. So I want you to look at this. This is my very first month in Vollara. Very first month. Okay. First month in the business. Remember the whole joke? I made $9 and Thomas made more than I did. So if I go through here and I look at this, why did I make $9? Well, I only had a 30-point first level and two 15-point first levels. You know, that's it. Now, Thomas, he had 2,955 points with 2 active legs. That's why he made more than I made, or whatever. You know, he had 1,800 points. But either way, I want you to look at this real quick. Page 1 of 1. Okay. Hang on a second here. You have me bringing in, and look at the join dates. Okay. So I joined on, let me just do it like this. I'm going to turn this thing. I joined on the 9th. Okay. Got in risk-free Sajid on the 9th. Kevin on the 9th. Whoever Prosperity Inc. is on the 10th. This guy here on the 10th. So look, first day I put 3 in. Second day I put 2 in. Third day I put in 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 of them. Look, there's Dave Trumbull. Okay. Then the next day I put 2 in. Then I put 1 in. Then on the 23rd, I got 1. On the, let's see, was this the 31st? I got 1. And then I don't know why this one on the 1st is showing up. Maybe because it was backdated or something. Okay. But either way, if you look at my first month in the business, it says total record 15. Take me out. That's 14. Take out this lady here. 13 people joined my business. Almost every, look at them. No points. They're all risk-free. I made $9. $9, right? But if I go into January 2021, okay, now look at the difference here where I was in January from there. Okay, now I've sponsored 22 people in the business. Most of them risk-free, but look at the number changes. Okay, if I go to my group volume and all that, 31,000. Okay, I mean 31,000. That's crazy, right? And then if I go fast forward to, because of exponential, I'm just showing you exponential growth. If I go here, fast forward 1 year, because look, what I put 13 in, free, risk-free, almost all of them, no money, made $9. Look at the numbers here, December 2021. Now we've brought in December, 57 for a total of 176,000 points. Okay, and people actually doing it. So what's my point? This risk-free deal, this join for free, get your free subscription, could do the exact same thing to your business. Do you notice my effort on my business was never, hey, you got to join, you got to come in on a pack. Never once did I do that. Okay. My whole thing is get as many people personally as and then help my team to grow. Okay. So you notice in that first year, I only put 57 in. personal. Out of the 57, maybe 5 really took off. It's a numbers game. It's literally a numbers game. How many can you, but what I don't want to see is you going out and putting 500 first levels in and then no depth in your business because you're not helping your team. Okay. So it's all about duplication and multiplication. How can me putting, say, 80 people turn into 1900 unless I've taught multiplication and duplication through my downline, through my team? That's what I focus my efforts on. People want to listen, what I'm teaching you, people will literally go and spend thousands of dollars to be coached on a business coach to say, how are you successful in network marketing? I'll pay you $10,000 for your secret formula. I'm giving it to you for free. Okay. And what corporate's doing is they're partnering with us by they're carrying the financial burden. They're carrying the financial load to make you extremely successful in this business. Because here's what I want you to do. If I take the math right now, okay, now let's just say this program was in effect back in December of 2020. Let's say the free subscription was in effect. Okay. And if I'm going to pull up my calculator here real quick. Give me a second. So if I was to take on my calculator, and let's just do real simple numbers. I have 1,900 people, and I take that times, let's just say 60 points. That's 114,000 points a month coming into my business. 114,000 points is platinum 5, car bonus, and probably an extra $2,000 a month just in bonuses. Just imagine that. That's what your business could look like this time next year. I just showed you the numbers based on me bringing 13 in for free. 13 in for free. You saw how it went from nothing to 31,000 points to 175,000 points in that turn of the year. Okay, from nothing. $9 was my first pay. My pay on December last year was like almost $30,000, right? You can do it, but imagine that with everybody on subscribe and save now. Why is it genius? Why is it genius that Joe Urso is willing to give away $1 million worth of nutraceuticals? Because he knows that once people try it, they're going to continue to use it. Like if you're not using, and here's the other thing too, guys, if you've never been on a subscription before ever, download that form and sign yourself up for your first month's free. If you've never been on a subscribe and save ever, you've been in the business for years and you've never been on a subscribe and save ever, because the company says first one is on the house. Print the form, pick what you want, and then call everyone you've ever signed up in the business. Like for me, I got 80, 90 people I could call. And I could say, listen, here's the deal. I'm looking through your numbers here, and I notice you've never done a subscription ever. We're willing to give you your first. Well, Mark, I quit that business the day I joined it. I signed up to get a pro pack for 2,600, and I'm happy with that. Okay, that's fine. But now we want to give you something else for free. And then once they get that, the corporate office is then going to send them an email saying, hey, we're going to give you, I think it's like $400 off of living water if they want to buy living water. And guess what? They're giving you the full point value. So the company is now giving, and you're still getting full point value. For if somebody joins, there's the whole buy-in and installment plan. How about everybody you talked to over the last year and a half that said that they'd love to have an Air and Service Pro, but they just don't have the money? Can you come up with an extra $100 a month for the next 10 months? Can you do that? Because I'll get you, and we'll ship it today. Like literally, you're going to go in, you're fill this paperwork out, and this time next week, you've got your brand new Cadillac Air and Service Pro, 1-year warranty, ready to go, fresh out of the box, and you paid $100. $100 down, $100 a month. And it's not even $1,500. It's going to be like $1,200. Tax, shipping covered. I mean, think about that. Companies paying tax, paying shipping, $1,200. That's like a no-brainer. I mean, I can't wait to see when I do my next trade show, if I can make a sign that says, take this home today for $99, how much of an impact that's going to have on my sales at a show? It could be, so anyways, what they're going to announce, which I just announced to you tonight, is a game changer. It really, really is. If you want it to be. If you want it to be. And yeah, that's right. It's generosity. When you listen to Joe Urso talk, he has a heart to give. He's a giver. And he loves it. He says, Mark, he says to us on this call, he goes, I was up at 5 o'clock this morning trying to figure out ways of making this business a better business for people. And I really think that this is going to be one of those things. I mean, he believes it in his heart. So if he's willing to do this for us, are we willing to go and share this with other people? Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to forget about going out and doing wholesale retail for a while. Okay. Just forget about all that. Focus the next 15 days on bringing in 10 new people into your business, just 10. I can do, you saw my numbers. I was very transparent with you guys. All right. I don't have to show them to you, but I was very clear with you. My first month, we put 13 people in our business. A year later, that 13 was probably it was probably closer to 1,400. We had 100% exponential growth, but the numbers went from $9 to $30,000 in income. That's what we all could be doing right now. And then you kick that in with that. I mean, just add in, if everybody would have got on a subscription, put the extra 100,000 on top of that. That team that did 175,000, almost none of those people were on subscription. I mean, very, very few were on a subscribe and save. They were moving. You got to remember, that was December. That's when we did 5-pack plus one, buy 5, get 1 free. And tons of my team took advantage of that. And they're still selling them. I mean, I got people still selling them. That's the only time I recommend doing a big pack is when you're already in the business and you know that you can move them. Yeah, hey, I believe in this product. I know I can move it. Okay. So anyways, just imagine everything we've got and then kick that. And that doesn't include the program they're doing. If you sign somebody and they hit certain points, the company's throwing you a bunch of free product. It doesn't include the free product they're giving away for HHSs. It doesn't include any of that stuff. So that's why I say, if you really want to be successful, and look, there's 14 of you on here today, and who knows how many people watch in the future, right? Maybe double that. I don't know. This is the core, the 14 core who heard it before it was even announced, right? So, man, Jesus took over the world with 12. What can we do with 14, right? I mean, seriously, like, you got to go out and just start sharing it with other people. Take the opportunity to share this business and give them this for free. Gift it. Now, what I was saying a minute ago is why is this genius? How many of you have ever signed up for a free trial of anything and then you never let it go? I mean, I've done it, right? I mean, there's times where I'm like, I'm doing this thing for free for 30 days and then I'm going to call them and I'm going to cancel my subscription. And I never did. I signed up for Juice Plus because my trainer was like, Mark, you need to get on vitamins. This is years ago. It's before Vollara. And he goes, and he was selling Tower Gardens and Juice Plus. And he's like, Mark, he goes, you really need to get on a vitamin regimen. I recommend you do Juice Plus. I said, whatever, man. And for 2 straight years, I was spending 100 whatever a month on pill. And I still got them. I never really took them. I mean, I took some of them, but I got gummy bears and all this crap. Yeah, now Gianni takes them. So, but either way, that's a perfect example of what's going to happen in your business. Somebody's going to join you for free. They're going to say, okay, I want to get my first month's free of Essentials for Life. And this time next year, they'll still be on Essentials for Life, but they're going to be paying, and you're going to be making $40, 40 points or 60 points or whatever that is every month. Consistently, they're going to be satisfied with what they're getting because, hey, I finally found a product that I actually like, that I see a major difference in the way your body performs, all that stuff. when you're on these nutraceuticals. It is a game changer. And then if we travel, the resist, if you're wanting to lose weight, the keto zones, so we have a little bit of something for everybody. And then I always tell people, look, it's yours to cancel. Just like when I signed up for the 3 months trial of Disney Plus or whatever, 4 years later, we're still watching Disney Plus. Why? Because there was something about it, Well, Mark watches Disney Plus. I thought you were a minister. Yeah, well, whatever. Put your hand on your head and say free, right? But that's it. This is it. It's genius. So the question is are you going to run with it? Are you going to go out there and do it? Are you going to take the challenge and print 12 sheets and really give it an effort between now and the middle of next month to say, hey, I'm in, I want to do this thing. I'm going to run with it. And go out and find your 12, then do it. Okay. So come up with a strategy, come up with a plan and get it done. The last thing I'll leave you with is this. People ask me all the time, they say, Mark, how did you put 16 people or 13 people in your business in such a short amount of time? I literally blitzed it. I always said I did a 90-day blitz. And if you look at my numbers, because I had a goal, okay, my goal was very clear. When I told, and it was never a financial goal. I told my wife, I said, when I joined this business, I said, by the end of this year, and I told this to Pastor Eric, and I told this to Mike, I said, by the end of that year, I wanted 1,000 people on my team. 1,000. That was my goal, 1,000. And I knew the only way I was going to get 1,000 people on my team was by personally sponsoring at least 100. I needed to at least try to get 100. And my mind was blown. Okay. Because I think we hit 1,000 on our team by June. Okay. And so what I did is I blitzed it. And it was fast. I mean, for me, it was a quick text, quick message on Messenger. Hey, listen, I found something. The average commission is $1,000. I really think you need to take a look at this quick video. Watch the video, get back to me. Let me know if you're interested. And then it was the reply. Man, Mark, I've never seen you so excited about something. What is it? Listen, watch the video. This is it. It's epic. It's a game changer, right? That was then. Now the play is this. Hey, friend, dear friend, my company has given me the ability to give 10 free spots away this month. I want you to be one of them. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and they're gonna give you a nutraceutical that has a value of up to $100, because I believe that Keto Zones is right around $99 for a box. Okay, so they're gonna give that to you 100% free. I'm just looking for 10. Yeah, I need a little bit of information off you. You do have to put your credit card information in because they're going to try to get you month after month after month. I'm just being real with you. I want to be upfront with you. Look, we're in this thing to make money. We're not just giving away millions of dollars because we believe in our product so much that you're probably going to want to stay on it. Okay. But you can cancel. So what I recommend you do is once you get it, taste it, try it, give it, but before the end of that month, put a little reminder in your phone to go in and adjust your auto ship. If you want to stay on that one or you want to change it or cancel it, just put a reminder in your phone to do that. So that's me just being 100% clear, transparent with the people. But I have 10 that I got to give away. Can you be one of my 10? Start with people you know, love, and trust. If you go to the gym, talk to people working out next to you. If you're walking through the vitamin shop and you see people buying vitamins, if you're a Publix or Giant Eagle or wherever you shop at and you see somebody over there looking at nutritionals, you just be bold, approach the person, say, listen, I noticed that you're into vitamins. I'm not going to be weird. I'm not going to try to be weird, but I noticed that you're buying, some vitamins here. My company is giving me the ability to give away free. It's the best. I mean, this is NSF certified. You know what that means? That means it's, sports certified, blah, 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 blah. Costs millions of dollars in development of this stuff. It's a game changer. It's really, really good. We just want to get it out to people. Okay. So would you be willing to be one of my 10 this month? It's free. Doesn't cost you nothing. No strings attached. You can cancel at any time. No shipping, no this. In fact is when you do it, just heads up, keep an eye out on your email because they are going to send you an offer to get a huge discount on some of our other products too, in addition to all this. But can I count on you to be one of my 10? Okay. So use this as an opportunity not only to build forward, but then go backwards to your team you've already signed, call them up, get them on the phone. Hey, I know you joined my business a year ago. I know you never did anything. I know you thought it was going to be a great get rich quick, and it actually required a little bit of work. Corporate is throwing out this deal right now. It's too good to be true. They're going to give everybody first month subscription. I have the paperwork sitting right in front of me right here, right now. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. All I need is this information. If they're already in the business, you can actually make sure that their credit card information is already logged in the back office, in their back office. You know, hey, Seuss, I need you to log in your back office. Make sure you have an up-to-date credit card information with billing address and all that kind of stuff. We're going to go ahead and get this thing filled out, send it in, and you're good to go. Okay, so now you can build life on this end, and you can revive some of the life on the back end. And by this time next year, your team could be doing 170, 180,000 points if you really, really take advantage of it. Okay, so in closing, okay, because I only got a couple minutes, but I'm not going to go the full hour. But in closing, what I want you to do is make a goal, write it up, and literally write it down. You know, the Bible says, take the vision, make it plain, write it on tablets, so that even if you're running, you're able to see it. What, Christina? Yeah, and you can send it. You can, if you want to take a picture of it, whatever, send it over to us. This is my goal. This is my end date. Then you have your accountability partner. This person is going to be my accountability. And we're going to check in with you, and we're going to say, hey, you know, hey, Joyce, I noticed that your goal said December 15th. How close are you? How many of those sheets are gone out of your little packet? I know Joyce is going to knock this thing out of the park. I know she is, because I know Joyce Vickless is somebody who's tenacious, that doesn't take no for an answer, that's going to get these sheets out. She's going to print her 10 sheets. She's going to have them in her little envelope. She's going to carry them with her everywhere she goes. And when she bumps into somebody, she's going to say, hey, can you come here? Take a look at this. Which ones do you want for free? I have the ability to give 10 of these away. She's going to be calling everybody and anybody. People that she called before that told her no, she's going to call them back, and she's going to get a yes out of them. Okay? So anyways, that's what's going to be announced tonight. Sorry to be a spoiler, but I couldn't wait. This is too big. It's epic. It's going to be a game changer. So go ahead and make your list, make your goals, write them down, send them over to us. Let us see what your plan is. Make sure you print your 10 sheets, log into your back office right now, print out your 10, get yourself a way of transporting those 10, have them with you everywhere you go. Then make a plan of how you're going to get your 10. Are you going to call people? I recommend that. Are you going to go visit with people? I recommend that. Are you going to host an HHS and get 5 at one shot? You know, every HHS, it should be, here's the sheet. Everybody go ahead and start filling this thing out before you even get started. Hey, this is part of the sign-in process. I need you to fill all this information out for me. And as a part of your gift today, you're going to get a free month of subscription. Christina, I don't know what you're cooking, but I think it's overflowing. Set it and forget it. I can smell it. Making some good coffee over there. All right, but anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Is there any questions? Because I can take any questions now. We have a couple minutes. So if anybody got a question, you can just unmute yourself and go ahead and ask it.
Mark, I do. This is Barb.
Hey, Barb.
I missed the very beginning because I'm working today, but so we have to actually take that form and send it in.
Yeah, what you do.
I can't give it to somebody and they go to my website and put that information in.
No, you don't want to go that route. Okay, so this is all old school. Remember, we're talking about Vollara. They're from Tennessee. They still use Floyd the barber. The sheriff there has one bullet. Okay, so you know right. they're old fashioned over there. I mean, this is.
I gave a couple out already, thinking that that would work.
Yeah, no. What you want them to do is you want them to now look. If that person goes to your website and they join risk free, then they still need to fill that paperwork out and send it in. They haven't automated this. This thing's not automated. This is what you call a beta test. And I'd hate to be the people who have to process this at corporate, but that's the way they designed it. Okay. And I think
thanks this could be one of these for me.
Yeah, this could be something that I believe that if it really catches on, could be something that's built into the infrastructure of the business in the future. Yeah, but until then, hey Amanda, what's up? What do you got?
Hey, Mark. Hey, guys. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I'm so excited. So, my question is, I posted it up earlier, but you were talking, you were just going through everything. Does this apply to fresh, brand new distributors or people that I just recently signed on? Would they still count as a 10 if they signed up for the subscribe and save?
So I don't know about as far as the 10 because it is supposed to be gone live today. Okay, so I
Okay.
think it's gonna be from today forward, but
Okay.
I would definitely get the paperwork filled out and send it in today. Okay, so it's fresh. You know what I mean? So 'cause once
Okay.
corporate sees it coming through, it could count.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know if they're going based on the date of enrollment or if it's just based on the amount of sheets you send in.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but and then also, Amanda, just so you know, it's for anybody, regardless of when they've joined, as long as they've never been on a subscribe and save ever, the company's going to give them their first month's free. This is it. I mean, when they
Right.
announced this thing initially, I said, man, I wish they could make it for the old people. Okay,
Yep.
because how many people on my team have never been on a subscription ever?
Well, I hadn't, and I that's how I just got signed on to I just got the subscribe and save. I got a free ketone zone, and then to make my account active, I went ahead and purchased that package with the replenish essentials for life resist, and I love them. Like I'd never done that before, but
See?
it opened the whole thing, like you said earlier. It was like, yeah, now I'm like, man, I don't want to not get this anymore.
That's right. That's how we are. And now it gets to the point where I'm like looking at the timing of it. Man, I need to get a big order because we're running out of essentials. But then the month's over in 9 days and I need points for December, you know. So or who needs points on my team? Like, oh man, this leg's like 50 points short of being active for me. Maybe I'll just put an order with them so I can be blessed and they can be blessed, you know what I mean? But all right, so I'm gonna any more questions? Does Joy, do you have a question?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry. Just
No,
one
go.
clarification. If a person only wants subscribe and save only, not to buy any of the ASP, would they be eligible for the free first month? Or
Yes.
okay,
Yep.
okay.
And those people, I love those people. You know why? Because if I sell you an ASP, I make 375 points. Okay. I have a guy in Puerto Rico who joined my business he didn't even join my business. He became a preferred customer of mine, which means he basically can get on subscribe and save through and it basically he's me. Okay. So all his points are my points. They're not his points because he's not in the business. He's a preferred customer. And would you believe that every month he orders about 150 to 200 points every month through me? Okay. So that relieves me of my obligation to corporate. So do you believe that corporate pays me thousands and thousands of dollars every month, hundreds of thousands a year? And I literally, if I didn't want to, like I just told you that I'm hooked on the nutraceuticals, so I buy them. But if I didn't want to, I wouldn't have to spend a dime because I have preferred customers, right? The other thing is if they're consultants, if they're under you, that steady trickle of points, it could be 60 points a month or 100 points a month. Take that times 100, take that times 1,000, and they're all first level under you. That means that you're going to make minimum 20%. Okay, well, unless you're like a bronze, but we're talking about big numbers, right? Minimum 20, if you're a gold, 35% off all those first level people. 35%. Now, I mean, I don't know how the company does what they do to give away the stuff that they give away. I heard a guy one time, he's like, oh man, it only costs like, $200 to make one of those Air and Surface Pros. Why do you sell them for 1,500? Because first of all, the technology in there is worth 2,000. Who cares? You know what it costs to make a Chevrolet? You know what I mean? It don't cost you 40 grand, but that's the way it goes. But what the company did was they said, instead of us keeping it all, we're giving it back to the field. So they're blessing us with massive amounts of income. They got what they need, and then the rest goes to us. So it's an amazing company to be a part of. Any other
So a
questions? Go ahead. Go ahead, Joyce.
new preferred customer can get the first one free. That's what you're saying.
Anybody can. No, anybody can. So
Thank
I
you.
would do them. I would sign them either way. If they just want to be per customer, I believe his first month's free. But I would just sign them up as a rep in your business, because then what happens is corporate's going to start giving them opportunities to buy stuff at a reduced price. Okay, which all goes to your account. So
Thank you.
Jamie's got a question. You good, Joyce? Joy?
Hi. Yeah, I was wondering, is it per household or is it family? Like if my parents wanted to try the nutraceuticals, would it be like there only one household is allowed to have, or could they both sign up to both try?
Yeah, hey, I'd say that's just more hi. I'd say that's more of an ethical thing on my point.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
would just do one per household.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I just wonder, I didn't know if there was a fine print or not. I mean, so
Yeah,
yeah.
her parents.
Thank you.
No, what she's saying is can mom sign up for one and dad sign up for one in the same house? So I mean, you technically you probably could, but you know, for me, I would just do one.
Right. No, that makes sense to have them both try. I just did it. Yeah. I mean, because I'm sure that's going to come up and all that stuff. So, and then we don't have to fill, like, we just trickle them into corporate, the papers. Like, we don't have to say like, here's my
No,
10 and
just
then shove
as
all
you get
10.
them, but
Okay.
keep track of them. Have like a picture of them saved. So like, if come December they say, well, you only got 9, you can just say, well, here's the 10 that I submitted. So you know, like I always keep a paper trail.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. All right. Great. Thanks. This is exciting.
It is exciting. It's awesome, and good job. Jamie did her first virtual HHS, had a lot of success. Anytime you do a meeting and somebody joins your business on a huge pack, it's a big deal. So congratulations.
Yeah. And
Congratulations.
Amy's on. She's on the call today. I sent her
Hey,
the
Amy, I
information,
didn't see you there. Welcome to the call.
Yeah. So yeah, that's awesome.
So
All right,
that's
thanks,
great.
guys.
So Amy, hopefully you got your first month subscription too. So
Yes,
but
I'm sending that paperwork in today, waiting on one more person.
awesome. That's great. And stay on it. Don't like look at Amanda. I mean, here's somebody who's been in my business for a while and just now got it, and now she's like hooked on it. And that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
Yeah, I got on the Essentials for Life, and I've been on 2 weeks, and my energy levels are amazing. I have 5 kids. And
Yeah, I can see.
I don't have yeah, right. I don't have the afternoon slump. So I'm like becoming a firm believer of at least the Essentials for Life.
Hey, if you really want an energy boost, get on Keto Zone. Every morning, one bottle. That stuff is like, it's really good. So here's the, all right. So here's the last thing I'm going to leave all of y'all with, right? So this summer, my wife and I went home to Pennsylvania, and I decided I'm going to build a bonfire. And I love having big bonfires. And so we stacked the wood, piled it up, all this stuff. And man, I had cardboard, I had newspaper, I had this thing packed. Like, I want to light this fire. And it would not light. I mean, I'd light the box on fire and it would just burn the box. And I build fires. Like, it's not that I know how to build a fire. So man, I'm lighting the paper. I don't know if the wood got wet or what the deal was. And so then I got oil. I put oil on the thing, wouldn't light it. Nothing was working. So then I went to the garage and I got like a bucket of gasoline. And I had a little bit of flame in that fire. And literally, like, our dog like loves to lay by the fire. He's like just chilling. And my son, and I took that bucket of gas and it exploded. Like, I mean, it was massive. And our dog like was like, I'm out. Like, he walked back to the house. He's like, I'm gone. I mean, like, literally that fire was just engulfed, right? This program that they're launching right now is the bucket of gasoline that's going to be poured onto your fire. That's going to ignite this explosion of life into your business if you want it. If you want it. This is not, listen, this business is not going to be a get rich. It's not a scheme. It's not a get rich quick deal. This is a long-term play over time. And listen, what I love, and I know I'm going over time, but what I love about Vollara is that they care about you. Most network marketing businesses only care about themselves. I've been in so many of these things, and that's why I said I'll never do another one again, is because the corporate side is trying to build a golden parachute, sell the company, and who cares whatever happens to you. The guys who start, I know people who've actually started network marketing businesses, And I know that their ethics are not there. Okay. And when I watch people start businesses and I can see the end game is them building a massive network based on your effort and then selling it for millions of dollars and retiring to some island somewhere and buying a yacht. With this side, it's not like that. Joe Urso came from the streets, came from nothing, built himself self-made. Mike Jackson was a city school bus driver. Okay. Every one of us has come from nothing, everyone. So we appreciate the value of a hard day's work for a good pay. And the company says, we want to bless you. They've caught on to the giving model. They want to be givers. They want to bless people. They want to fund, to fund the ministries that we're involved in, the things we want to do in our life. That's what this business is all about. Okay, guys, listen, it's 12 noon. I got to go. We'll see you tonight on the corporate call. I pray blessings on each and every one of your businesses, that we will crown this year with God's glory, that what we did in the beginning is going to pale in comparison to what's happening in 2023. I believe 2023 is going to be the year of the triple. If this was the year of the double, we're going to triple it. So thank you, God, for that. Bless each and every one of them in Jesus' name. Amen. And if you don't like Jesus, find a different business to get into. All right. We'll talk to you later.